The seat next to Lieutenant Mara Elian had stayed empty through every jump from the rim colonies, every docking cycle, and every stern reminder from the crew manifest that someone was assigned there. On Starship Solace 3, seating was never left to chance, especially in the forward navigation deck where human error, or alien misinterpretation, could shear a ship in two. Every chair had a purpose, and every crew member was expected to fill it. Yet for 12 days, 22 hours and 6 jumps, that one seat, the co-navigator station, remained conspicuously unoccupied. Not that Mara minded at first. She worked better alone. Hands quick, eyes quicker, senses tuned to the whisper-fine vibrations of the vessel's hull. She had flown since she was 16, rising through the academy to become one of the youngest first navigators on a deep-range vessel. Quiet suited her. Silence sharpened her. But as the Solace 3 approached the Hadion expanse, even Mara found herself glancing at the empty chair more often than she wished to admit. The expanse was not a place to travel without help. The expanse swallowed ships, sometimes whole, sometimes in pieces, and never in predictable patterns. Space folded strangely there, rippling like disturbed water. Ancient gravitational anomalies warp scans. Strange pockets of static hummed against the hull. Whatever haunted that region was older than any species catalogued by the Federation. Still, the mission orders were clear, and Mara followed orders. On the 13th day, just moments before the jump into Hadion space, the sealed door behind her hissed open. Soft footsteps entered. A crisp uniform rustled. Someone exhaled, a steady, calm breath that was oddly grounding, as if the air in the room recognized its owner. "I'm assigned to this station," a gentle voice said. Mara turned. A tall human man stood there, smoothing his uniform with a measured composure that immediately contrasted the frantic pace of the command deck. His brown hair was tied back, his posture upright but not rigid. His eyes, pale gray, almost silver, surveyed the co-navigator's chair with an expression that suggested he had been here before, in 100 different timelines. "Captain Rylan Thorne," he said simply. "Transfer orders came through an hour ago." Mara blinked. "You're the pilot from the Alderaan Rift incident." He smiled faintly, with a trace of something unreadable. "And several other incidents, depending which database you check." Rumors about Rylan floated through the fleet like ghost stories. Pilot who navigated impossible anomalies. A human who survived disasters no one walked away from. A man whose calm, unshakable demeanor in the face of cosmic danger bordered on eerie. Most of all, he always worked alone. So why was he here? Mara forced her voice steady. "Seat's yours," she said, though the words felt strange. He settled into the chair with practiced grace, fingers gliding over the hollow interface, calibrating the co-navigation system faster than Mara expected. "You know the expanse?" she asked. Rylan nodded once. "Intimately. Any advice?" He looked at her, not through her, not past her, but at her, grounding her in the moment with quiet certainty. "Just fly," he said. "I'll handle the rest." The jump began. Space peeled open, shimmering with violet fissures. The Solace 3 shuddered as gravity dipped and surged in unpredictable patterns. Mara gripped the controls, fingers dancing through adjustments as the ship's navigation AI sputtered and flickered. "The distortion is destabilizing our trajectory," she said. "I need..." But Rylan was already inputting coordinates at a speed the holorecorder could barely track. "Shift to Vector 7, he said. "That leads directly into an anomaly field. Trust me." Something in his voice, gentle, steady, anchored, made her follow without hesitation. The ship swung into the vector. A gravitational wave surged, threatening to throw them into a spiraling drift. Mara reacted instantly, stabilizing the pitch. Another wave hit. Then another. The ship groaned under the pressure. "Do you see it?" Rylan asked calmly. "See what?" "The pattern beneath the chaos." Mara scanned the readouts, the flicker of gravitational distortions, the oscillating pockets of negative mass, and suddenly the shapes aligned in her mind. A rhythm. Tide. Path hidden in the storm. Her breath caught. "You can predict it," she whispered. "Yes," he said softly. "But only if you're quiet enough inside." Together they rode the shifting waves. Mara adjusted by instinct sharpened by Ryland's quiet presence, by the certainty that he understood this region in ways no one should. Hours passed like seconds. Finally, the ship broke through the turbulence and entered a serene pocket of space. Calm, clear, and eerily lit by a drifting crystalline structure the size of a small moon. Mara stared. "We didn't have this on any map." "No," Ryland said. "We wouldn't. You've seen it before." He nodded, eyes reflecting the shimmering light. "But never the same way twice." The structure pulsed. Light radiated outward, touching the ship, scanning it. Every sensor blared red. "Whatever that is," Mara breathed. "It's analyzing us." Ryland stood, placing one hand lightly on the console. "It will decide whether we proceed." "It? What is it?" "A remnant," he said, voice tinged with an emotion she couldn't decipher. "From a civilization that understood time not as a line but as a lattice." The structure brightened. The hull hummed. Energy surged through the decks. "Rylan," Mara said sharply, "the ship can't withstand this." "It doesn't have to." He met her eyes. "It's me it wants." Her blood ran cold. "What do you mean?" He hesitated, then exhaled slowly, as if releasing a truth he had held for years. "I wasn't supposed to survive the rift incident," he said. "Not in this timeline. But the remnant interfered." Mara's breath caught. "You're saying it altered your fate?" "It corrected an anomaly," he said. "I wasn't meant to die then, and I'm not meant to now. My purpose is to guide ships through regions like this, places where time folds wrong, places where human intuition and calm are the only compass." The crystalline structure pulsed brighter, echoing his words. "And it needs your help?" Mara asked. "It needs acknowledgement," he said. "Reconnection." He touched the console gently, and a surge of pale light bridged the gap between the ship and the remnant. The alarms ceased. The structure dimmed, settling into a tranquil glow. A message flashed on the navigation display. Elegant ancient symbols translating slowly into readable text. "Path verified. Proceed." The route ahead cleared, revealing a smooth corridor through the expanse, one that was previously invisible. Mara stared at Rylan. "You could have done this alone. Why come here? Why sit beside me?" He smiled faintly. "Because the path isn't meant for one person. It never was." Mara felt warmth rising in her chest. Respect first, then understanding, then something deeper she couldn't name. She settled back into her seat, gripping the controls with renewed confidence. "Ready?" she asked. Rylan nodded. "Whenever you are." Together, they guided the Solace 3 through the newly revealed corridor. The ship glided smoothly, untouched by distortion, until the expanse lay far behind them. When they emerged into stable space, the crew erupted in cheers, but in the navigation deck, only quiet remained. Mara looked at the once empty seat beside her. Now filled, now essential. The human pilot sat calmly, gaze steady, presence unwavering. And for the first time in all her missions,